might swear a few times during this Christmas feast.
Then you will be on Santa's naughty list. Oh. How to sit down here? This table so long.
Yeah, Chiara, she have one shot, Chiara with elastic waistband.
Hi guys, welcome to an episode of Eatbook Vlogs.
She's Chiara in case you cannot tell. I'm John! And today we're doing something very special.
What are we doing?
We're doing a mukbang.
I feel like a lot of our viewers have been wishing that we do a mukbang, and today we're finally doing it with Christmas food.
Exactly, because Christmas is when wishes come true. So stop wishing, it has come true! Mukbang comes from Korea in case you all didn't know.
What
it
does
means
it mean?
Eating broadcast. So today, we're gonna broadcast some eating. And obviously, we can't eat with our full beers.
You can try.
You can try. I help you hold. And if you're planning to have a Christmas party this year, Maybank has these deals for you.
Yeah, with the Maybank card, you get to enjoy discounts on all the takeaways that we're gonna try today.
Alright, so we have 3 Christmas feasts to try today. The first one is from the Fullerton Hotel Singapore.
And then we have the Pan Pacific Singapore, the St. Regis Singapore. But which are we gonna try first?
I hear say,
Here, see.
there is a beef Wellington that we're gonna
Beef
try
Wellington.
today. But it's a little bit different.
Why?
Because it's impossible.
Impossible?
And so, the mukbang starts now. If I knew this was gonna happen, I would have worn pants with elastic waistband. Wait, how do we eat this? We need knife.
Yeah, where's our knife?
Producer! Knife!
Poor
You
Ivy.
gotta watch Thor, right? Thor is like, knife! Knife!
Oh my gosh!
Actually, tongs!
Okay, I've never eaten beef Wellington or impossible Wellington.
I have never eaten beef Wellington in my life.
Can you smell the soy?
Is that what soy smells like?
Yeah, it doesn't smell like meat for sure.
I smell all the spices. The filling is wrapped up by cabbage. There seems to be carrots, mushrooms. Is that chili?
Peppers?
Chestnut.
Actually, the cabbage element is quite special. I've never seen a meat Wellington with cabbage inside before.
Oh, it's so good, right? It's amazing. Impossible always somehow impresses me with their vegan meat. Wow, the meat is really, really chewy. And I like that, like, once in a while, right, I will bite into the chestnut, right? So it really gives a little bit of a hard crunch, and then after that, disintegrates in your mouth a little bit. Ooh. Honestly, right, I was a little bit worried because of how juicy it was that the crust will be soggy and not very nice. But turns out that the crust is holding up quite well despite the juice.
From a meat lover perspective, right, this is really interesting because they got the texture on point. The meat is exactly like minced meat. I think this is the version that my parents would like, because a bit Chinese style.
Yeah, this has a very nice local touch to it, you know. Another slice for you, milady.
No. Wait, you already finished yours?
Yeah, it's so good! Okay, and if you all are wondering where this impossible Wellington is from the Fullerton Hotel Singapore.
So if you have vegan friends coming to your party, make sure you get something that is vegan friendly for them.
Yeah, if you want to surprise your friends also. Because it's surprisingly good. So Chiara, what are we going to try next?
Okay, I think we should try this next. But the name is so long that let me take out my phone. Homemade foie gras terrine with truffle brioche bread, and it comes with sauces as well.
Okay.
And this is from the St. Regis Singapore.
This is truffle brioche bread.
Do you like truffle?
I like.
You like only? I love it.
I'm not a frequent eater of foie gras because it's expensive.
I like foie gras because it's really buttery and savoury at the same time.
I like how the foie gras is. Almost feels like what you mentioned, which is like a buttery spread with a little bit of a flowery hint, which I have no idea where it's from. So
I feel like if this is too savoury, too much for you, right, you should add on the sauce that they give, because it gives it a bittersweet kind of extra flavour to tie it all together. Like a Christmas present, you know?
Okay. So it's not so gao lah.
But I like it gao eh.
Yeah, I can see this being gao for certain people lah.
And usually when you eat like pate or foie gras with bread, right? The bread they give you is the super hard baguette, which I'm not a fan of. I love the softer kind, like the brioche bread that they gave us is like a perfect pairing for me.
Looks like only one of us is keeping up with the program. And as I've finished my plate and Chiara has hidden hers behind the pork, what shall we move on to next?
I was waiting for the pork, that's why. When we eat Christmas food, it's usually just pork knuckles, right? This is a pork shoulder.
It is a salt and paprika. Crackling pork shoulder.
Oh my god, I really love how it sounds.
I got a kiap kiap.
That's damn fast, how do you hold it?
Oh my god, you see this one got ASMR. Because I'm guessing it says crackling, that means the skin confirm is like...
Welcome to another episode of Eatbook ASMR.
If you like this video, share, and subscribe. And to watch our other videos over there. Wow. Pretty sure that's not what they do, but okay. One take, Chiara saw through it. Wow.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Oh!
The king of sorrow.
I'm the queen of sorrow.
Oh my god, it smells amazing. It's like so. There's no English word to describe it. It's just very.
This is like my dream come true. I want to open Shobat store. But this part of the crackling pork is like my favorite because it's all fat and skin and a bit of meat.
Smells amazing.
Oh my god, it kind of melt in my fingers, not melt in my mouth.
Got so soft or not?
Legit!
Wow.
The crackling isn't too salty like typical Shobat you get from hawker center. It's like aromatic, crispy. And the fat below is just melty. And then the meat, you think that it will be too dry because of how it looks from the outside, right? It's not. It's juicy AF. I feel like this massive piece of meat is great for Christmas. You can let those people who like Shobat like me enjoy the top layer. And then people like you will finish the bottom layer.
I feel like this is the perfect sharing dish. Well, actually, I'm quite glad, right? They have this side platter of vegetables. It's the braised red cabbage, Brussels sprouts, and your potato medley. Like a good break that you can take between pieces of meat.
Yeah,
very
it's
nice.
so oily, so flavorful. It can be a bit jelak. But if you are like crazy on flavors, you want to zeng up this already zenged up pork shoulder. There are also 3 sauces that you can use. It comes with apple sauce, mushroom sauce, and a truffle sauce. Yeah, I suggest to like not take the sauce out. Because this is so good on its own, you keep the sauce for another
That
day.
is true, for another day, right?
Yeah, after your party people leave your house. Just like the pork shoulder, the Impossible Wellington also comes with the same side and a trio of different sauces. They're all mustard.
Oh, I think that will be very good for people who like want to add an extra punch to their Impossible meat.
You know, since we are already riding on the pork wave, let's move towards the next pork dish. And that's the roasted Kurobuta pork belly from Maybank Singapore.
Wow, Kurobuta.
Kurobuta sits on the old country.
Sounds a little bit Japanese, right? A bit like ham vibes.
It does remind me of a smoked ham, but this time it's with stuffings.
I feel like this thing is making me chew extremely loud.
This is like one of the most exquisite Christmas dinner I've ever had. Never ever had ham that has such delicious fats in it.
I think the stuffing really gives it a very nice, like, contrasting flavor. So the pork taste doesn't like assault you. For me, right, what does the most for the stuffing is definitely the chili buds. So that little bit of spice really tantalizes my Asian taste buds.
I wouldn't say this is ham, I would say this is like a meat itself. And what I love about it is that it's not salty at all.
Oh, right.
It's just smoky, really porky. Okay. Since we're riding on a Pan Pacific Singapore wave, let's try.
You stop me with your waves, yeah. So what's next? Okay.
So let's try the pancake turkey.
A little bit got the Asian inspired smell.
Yes!
I hesitate to say curry, but a bit.
So this is a big tamarind turkey from Pan Pacific Singapore. Wow, you look like you've done this before.
As in agak lah. I like to eat chicken rice tea shop.
Can I just say that even though I didn't get the skin, right, I can still taste the spices because the spices kind of go a little bit deeper into the turkey meat.
I quite like having the turkey meat along with the skin. You know, that really adds to the whole experience because I feel that most of the flavor is on the skin.
The dry rub that they put on top of the turkey is very flavorful. That's why it complements the kind of mild tasting turkey meat. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a happy truffle turkey. This is a whole roasted turkey infused with truffle oil.
Oh!
Yeah, so they masak the turkey breast.
And look, it even comes with vegetables.
Oh, the vegetables is Brussels sprouts, chestnuts, and some really authentic looking carrot. Yeah, so not only we have vegetables, they also come with truffle mashed potato.
Oh, I was
bring
looking
it
at
here, quick.
it. It looked a bit lonely in the corner.
I really like the color of this turkey.
Why?
It looks really well roasted. Oh my goodness, look!
So actually they stuff under the skin.
Yes! No wonder got no truffle smell at first.
Wow!
Mm.
Oh! 鸡腿! 火鸡腿!
Oh my god, I feel so blessed suddenly.
first thing I tasted was a little bit of the pepper kick. Nice.
I really love the level up of turkey. Although the taste of truffle is not very strong, it lands a really subtle kick at the end. And then what wraps it all up is the pepper.
Actually, to be honest, right, I feel that maybe because of the way it's roasted, even the drum feels a little bit dry, but not say that it's not good lah.
And I think it was brined really well because you get flavor up till the meat that's close to the bones. What they did was they buttered up and stuffed the turkey from under its skin. So you won't lose any flavor. And on top of that, the flavor infuses into the meat.
This is how it's supposed to eat Christmas turkey, man.
Yes, yeah. I feel like a kid again.
Exactly. And I don't know about you, Chiara. I am a carbs boy. Are we about to try the truffle? Oh,
Ooh, it's so soft and buttery.
so soft. So smooth.
You know that it's really well blended. Because it's a bit grainy, no chunks at all.
So now that we're done with reviewing all our meats and trying everything out, let's continue with our mukbang, shall we?
Sounds good.
Let's not forget about something very important.
Present?
Yay! Oh my god, you gave us present!
Are we going to get present?
Yeah.
They're making me feel excited. But I know that it's just food.
Alright,
Yep.
3, 2, 1, open.
Oh my gosh! It's like
It's
Winter
like snow.
Wonderland!
This is like
Yeah.
snow! This is like a boat!
And this is like a Ferrero Rocher!
Oh my god, you know I was just saying I like chocolate, right? I think this is the hazelnut type, like you said for ooh. And with manas.
And my spade.
We are gonna start with our local flavor, which is this Ondeh Lamington Yule log cake.
Yeah, it is from the Fullerton Hotel, Singapore.
Not a very sponge type of cake, almost like a paste.
Very, very dense. Log cake usually tastes more angmoh. This is like one of the rare occasions where I'm tasting like an Asian-inspired log cake.
Oh, is it? Okay, so we're gonna move on to the Yuzu coconut Yule log cake.
Hey, are you riding on a coconut wave?
I am. And this is from St. Regis. First things first, very beautiful cake.
Thank you.
From the side, it has this Santa Claus looking person that looks exactly like Chiara.
Hey!
It really looks like, right, someone baked the cake, then accidentally got snow. So like Chiara mentioned, it's actually a layered cake. The yuzu layer is just in the middle. The mousse, right, I can't quite pinpoint it, but it's a very nice cream flavor. I can't quite tell what this brown top layer is. I'm very tempted to say some kind of chocolate or hazelnut.
Hands down for sure, hazelnut.
Hazelnut.
Firstly, can I say that I love the ratio. This is exactly the cream to cake ratio that I like. Lots of cream, very little cake.
But like definitely there are 4 very distinct elements in this cake. I feel that this is a very refreshing dessert.
Okay, next up, we're gonna try the most delicious looking one. So this is a Jivara milk chocolate pear William and caramel nut log cake from 10 Pack Singapore. Oh my gosh.
Damn.
This is a layered cake, but it's multi-layered. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 layers.
That's the outside.
11 layers.
The crust is definitely something that is hazelnutty, and that's the part that is like my favorite.
It really reminds me of a huge Ferrero Rocher in a block form. You get hazelnut bits, you get hazelnut cream, you get hazelnut sponge, and then yeah, the pear layer that really wraps it all up.
Correct.
Nice.
It even has like a almost like a wafer kind of layer, which gives you a little bit of a biscuity bite. I love it, man.
Yeah, that layer is essential to all hazelnut
Yeah,
cakes.
I love it so much. This is delicious. 10 will buy again.
Even though it's so hazelnutty, right, you can still taste the caramel and the pear.
The very last one, people tell me it's log cake. I don't believe. Almost kind of like a bobo cha-cha in cake form.
Oh my goodness, the color is like bobo
Huh?
cha-cha.
I don't even know where to begin cutting this cake.
So it looks like it's all candied fruit and walnuts.
How do we do this? Do you see how doughy this cake is? It's almost like a giant muffin. I'm just gonna slice one time, slice through. Most of the time, the fruit is inside the cake, but this one, the fruit like a bit on top of the cake.
And I think it will all fall off.
Ready? Go.
They're all
Pro tip, guys. Just sit around with everyone and just use your fork and poke into it lah.
That's how Eatbook eats our cake.
Honestly, right, the cake is like harder than I thought it would be, which is a surprise for fruit cakes because usually, you know, it's a little bit softer.
Even though it looks really dry, it's actually really moist. It all kind of melts in your mouth.
So it's legit very doughy.
I think this is the cake to get if you want a really traditional Christmas dinner.
It is almost like a pudding. 有没有?
Yo.
Okay, so arguably from this whole feast, right, my favorite is definitely the Kurobuta pork belly from Pan Pacific.
Nice. For me, I like the Fullerton's spread. I love the pork shoulder. I'm gonna order it three years in a row. And their log cake, the Ondeh one, I think that will impress my parents.
That's true. And some more, right? Okay, since we're both fans of truffle, I would believe that the St. Regis truffle turkey.
And the truffle mash.
Oh yes.
Killer
Super
combo.
good. Super good.
Killer
Super
combo.
good. Speaking of which, where's our turkey? I still want later. I'll tapao back.
So, John, how was the mukbang experience? We do it again.
Honestly, okay, I have now more respect for those mukbang streamers because I realized that eating a large amount of food and just, you know, being someone that you enjoy a meal with online as a personality, it's hard work.
But just that this is on another level. We have 3 feasts from 3 different hotels.
And it all in one sitting.
Uh-huh.
Which is a little bit humanly not possible. But since it's the season of giving, we're gonna call our colleagues in, the rest of the office, to try and see what their thoughts are.
The bell! Quick guys, coming in!
Merry Christmas! Come!